Have you ever felt like your mind is too full to move forward? Like every thought, fear, failure, and memory from your past is weighing you down? What if I told you the secret to clarity, peace, and breakthrough isn't in adding more, but in letting go? What if all you had to do was empty your mind? Let's take a journey, a story, and maybe, by the end, you'll find freedom in a place you never looked. There was once a young monk named Kai. Hungry to find purpose, clarity, and peace, he journeyed to the mountains to be mentored by the wisest man in the land, Master Li. When he arrived, he was full of excitement. He wanted to learn everything in one day. He had read hundreds of books. He had listened to every motivational speaker. His mind was racing. "I want to be like you," Kai said. "Tell me everything you know." Master Li simply smiled and said, "Let's have tea first." As they sat together, Master Li began pouring tea into Kai's cup. The tea reached the brim, but he kept pouring. It overflowed, spilled onto the table, onto the floor. "Stop!" Kai shouted. "It's already full." And Master Li looked him in the eye and said, "Exactly. Kai, this is you. You came here with a cup already full of noise, pride, assumptions, fear, and ideas you cling to. How can I pour wisdom into you if you do not first empty your mind?" That moment hit Kai deeply. He realized he came seeking wisdom, but was too full to receive it. Friend, you may be like Kai. You want peace, but your mind is full of chaos. You want clarity, but you're holding on to everything, past mistakes, people who hurt you, fears of what's next. But here's a truth the greatest minds understood. Empty your cup so it may be filled. Become devoid to gain totality. This isn't about forgetting everything. It's about surrender. It's about uncluttering your soul. It's about making space for wisdom, for truth, for growth. Sometimes we need to shut off the noise. Silence the opinions. Let go of the addiction to always being right. And simply breathe. Many of the most successful people in history had moments where they pulled away to think clearly. Jesus went to the wilderness to pray. Socrates said, "The only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing." Even Steve Jobs was known to walk barefoot and stare at the wall for hours, seeking clarity by doing nothing. Because sometimes, it is in emptying that we become full. So how do you empty your mind? 1. Detach from your thoughts. You are not every thought that enters your mind. Learn to observe without reacting. 2. Practice silence. Just 10 minutes a day. No music. No distractions. Just you and your breath. 3. Let go of what no longer serves you. That failure? That comparison? That toxic voice in your head? Release it. 4. Live present. You cannot change yesterday. Tomorrow isn't promised. But now is your gift. Kai stayed with Master Li for months. Not learning more facts, but learning to let go. To be still. To listen. He found more wisdom in silence than he had in 1,000 lectures. And when he returned to his village, people said, "You look different." He smiled and said, "I just emptied my mind." And that changed everything. What if today, you chose peace over pressure? What if today, you didn't strive to know more, but to feel more? What if your next breakthrough wasn't in gaining, but in releasing? Your mind is powerful, but only when it's clear. So take a breath, be still, and empty your mind. If this story spoke to you, don't just keep it to yourself. Leave a comment. What are you letting go of today? Like this video if you believe clarity starts within. Subscribe for more life-changing stories that awaken your soul. You were born for peace. And that peace begins with an empty mind.